Welcome to Dave's Bonsai, and welcome to Bonsai Acres. It is Sunday, the 13th of July, and I am taking some time up at the property to do a few things. Quite possibly the last time that I'm here before the expo. I'm looking super excited. I'm super excited and looking forward to the big show. So less than 2 weeks away. Now, a few people have been publicizing this in their clubs and asked me to send along some tidbits about what's going on. And so here's another reminder, and I'll try to send out some emails to people, and you can share it with your friends and family and get everybody going on the big old expo. So we have Nigel Saunders from the Bonsai Zone, who is the keynote presenter. He will be in the middle part of the day, and he'll be available for questions, and we'll talk bonsai with the one and only Nigel Saunders. And also I have the one and only Jonas Dupuis. He'll be our professional guest for this expo. Now, this expo is designed, well, by me and some of you, for all the folks out there like you, because this is for hobbyists who love bonsai and love working on bonsai and grabbing all the little nuggets we can grab from our fellow producers. Let's give you a good old look at the Bonsai Acres gated area. You can see it's a monster of a mess in the middle here with all the weeds. I still have to work on that, but I still need mulch to prevent those weeds. We got some crazy trees in here with some crazy angles and moves, and look at that tall one back over here. Holy buckets. I got to see if there's anything lower we can keep. So we are going to have an expo with all kinds of great people, and it's really all of us, right? So besides Nigel and Jonas, we're going to hear from folks like Dave Harding, who's going to talk about the Ginkgo Biloba Fest, the Ginkgo Fest 2025. He's going to give us an update on what's going on with that. We have Rack, who's going to talk about budget bonsai. We are going to have a panel discussion on greenhouses. It's been a life changer for me. It's been a game changer for a lot of folks. And my friends Wally and Steve and Nigel and maybe one or two other are going to talk about greenhouses. And if you want to chime in, you're going to be able to chime in with some messages and or maybe join us live. So I can't wait for everybody to be a part of that greenhouse conversation, seeing what's working and what's not working. Hey, DC, a couple people saying hi here. Let me check off the old specs. DC Harrison, hello. Hello from Connecticut, rather. There's Dave. Nate, hey, fellow bonsai enthusiast. And Anna is on with us. Hello. Love that name. Ana Alessandra Santos Rosa. I think I said most of that right. Fantastic. I love to have people here live. I never know what's going to happen. And I've got 3 bars on my phone, so I figure we can go live for a little while here tonight as the temps are getting right around 80 today. It's going to be tonight, I should say. It's going to be down to about 67 or so in the evening. Should be great sleeping weather, as we say in Minnesota. And that is the real thing, everybody. So the Bonsai Expo, we have a lot of things to give away as well. I have 10 main prize packages that are getting bigger by the week. I have several books. I have several pots. We've got pots from Sarah Rayner. We've got pots from Luke Parsons. We've got pots from Jason Hanrahan from the Bonsai Garden. He's going to be donating some pots that he will give away during the days after the expo. You have to watch the expo to be qualified for this giveaway. So you'll learn all about the giveaway from Jason, from one of his favorite potters. Some fantastic stuff. And you know, I want to send a big shout out to people out there. It's been a busy summer. And so a lot of people are going to tune in for as much as they can. Some people are hoping to tune in more and might not be able to. And you know, life is happening. So if I've said it a billion times before, let's say it again. This is an amazing community, and kudos to everybody who's going to stick it out and help me for the expo. Be there on that Saturday. I got a couple of my friends that'll be in my plant room ready to broadcast and answer your questions, and we'll have some hopefully lively discussions, and it's just going to be fantastic. Hey, there's Dave, Dream of Bonsai. Hey, Dave. Mike is here. Mike Waterhouse, how you doing? And there's my buddy Stephen Meyer. People are getting excited about the expo. I hope there's more than 14 people that show up, y'all. So make sure you're spreading the word. Send messages to the Tree Mason. Send messages to your favorite YouTuber. I don't know that I'm releasing any more videos other than some trial and errors like this, some live teases about the expo, so we can get a little hype around this. I just talked with Angelica Ramirez. She's going to be a part of the expo talking about Discover Potters community. If you don't know about Discover Potters, join the Facebook group and see some amazing potters from across the world. So she and I talked for a little bit a couple nights ago, so I have her on tape. So we've got so much footage, everybody. We have enough content to fill the 6 hours. I am pretty confident we will fill 9 a.m. on Saturday, July the 26th, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, all the way until 3 p.m. We might even bleed into the 4 o'clock hour if I'm not too careful here. So all kinds of great stuff to talk about. And I want to know what you're doing. I want people to interact. This is, again, an expo for us to connect. If there's one thing I love more than anything about this community is that we connect with each other. And it is through a computer. It is through the phone. It's through this thing called YouTube. But we do it with compassion, with heart, and honesty and tenderness. And we're all good to each other. And we all pick up little nuggets along the way and just keep this community thriving. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for a very selfish reason. I want to connect with all of you. And I hope you want to connect with everybody else on the expo. Here's my goal. I don't know if I've said this out loud to people. I want 1,000 people to visit this expo from around the world. 1,000. That's a pretty lofty goal. I'm sure we'll get over 100 at some point. Maybe not at all the same time, 1,000. But I'd like to have 1,000 different people. How will I track that? Well, the people watching will let me know. My two helpers will let me know who's on and how many are on. And I can see that too, probably. But if people want to qualify for prizes, they're going to fill out a quick little form, who they are and what part of the world they live in. And then if they win a prize, I'll reach out to them and I'll get addresses and all that kind of stuff, and we'll ship things out. But then that'll give me a master list of just the people who attended. And not everybody will do that, so there'll be some outliers as well. Who else we got there? We got, there's Nate again talking. Don't forget to share the expo information. Everybody. Oh yeah, well there, I'll keep sharing more. And don't forget to like. Yeah, we need to like, we need to comment, we need to share. You know, I don't share a ton of videos. I probably should, but if you share like this live little short stream here, if you share this with all your friends and on your Facebook pages and all those kind of places, then it's going to be out for the world to see. And so I hope a lot of people will stumble upon this in the next couple of weeks. So a lot of heavy promotion and not a lot of new videos for me talking about the expo. I've got one more big thing before the expo, and that's a workshop this coming weekend. That's going to be a great busy one. It's our summer one, Tropicals. People probably saw that little video I shot out a couple days ago. That's going to be a nice busy weekend. And then I've got 5-6 days to make this all happen. So there's the update. What else can I tell you? We have stoneware to give away, the pots, right? We have shirts, we have hats, we have books, we have some fertilizer. Yeah, I'm going to have a conversation with someone over in Idaho who's making some fertilizer, going to tell us the process and what she's doing to make her homemade fertilizer. Maybe we all can learn how to do some of that ourselves. And she gave me some samples. I've used them on some of my trees. I think they're loving it, and I have some to give away. And she also just put something else in the mailbox for me that should be arriving this week. So the generosity has been fantastic. So we are here at Bonsai Acres, and a little sneak peek of what we're going to be doing today. There's the the west side of the house. And if you can see that board right there, somewhere like up, I can't do this backwards. That board right there is going to be, the board's going to be placed on the bottom. So it's going to be kind of that skirting on the outside of the shed back there. And then on the inside, I have some 2x6s for that grading level boards. And we're going to make this thing good and solid and ready to put some dirt there so the critters can stay out and we can start making sure everything inside that shed is safe and secure. So I'm up here doing that for the next 24 to 36 hours. And then I go home and prepare for a workshop, and then we get ready for the expo. So it is great to see people out here. Who else we got here? Red Slayer. Elijah. Way to go. Hello, Dave. Another Dave. Which one is Dave is that? We got Dave Harding. Is it black fly season yet? Are you talking with me? Well, I tell you what, if you're talking to me, it is horsefly season. Is that a black fly? The horse flies are horrible. And of course, those are the ones that bite you. They buzz loud and they bite. The common flies, who cares? And the mosquitoes haven't even been bad this year with all the rain we've had. But the horse flies, or if they're black flies, yes, they're around. But I call them horse flies. I guess I'd have to know what the black fly is. Yeah. Well, we got about 10 minutes and 30 seconds into this live stream. I'd love to continue to ramble on, but when no one can talk back to me other than some messages, this could get probably somewhat boring to watch. So we're going to wrap this up. I've got my hammock up in the trees. I think I'm going to start a little bonfire. And let me tell you this, y'all. We joke about this a lot. People who watch my my videos on Bonsai Acres, and I've said several times on the Bonsai Acres episodes where I am right now today, beautiful. There's the hammock. There's the hammock right there. There it is. I seriously want y'all to come to Bonsai Acres. It's kind of like the Field of Dreams. Build it and they will come. When I have places for a few people to stay, when I have a place where we're going to work on bonsai trees, when I have trees in the ground that are ready to yank out and have someone take home and put their own spin on it, when that's all ready to go, I want y'all up here to soak in the beauty of the land. Maybe head up towards Duluth if you've never been up to the North Shore. So if you come to Minnesota, y'all, and come visit Bonsai Acres, you got to spend a day in Duluth. You got to spend a day up on the North Shore hiking, and I can show you where to go. And we can have a great hiking day, and we can have a great bonsai day. So if you're ever thinking about a couple of day getaway, a weekend getaway, a little mini vacay, bonsai style, we're going to do that. And I'm also considering having some kind of annual get-together here on the property. So the people that are closer to me can come on up from the club. Anybody within the 5-state region, they just want to make an annual trip out to Minnesota to do bonsai. I would absolutely love to do that. Not sure what time of year I would do it. There's so many things out there for bonsai people to do. But again, I'm building this place for me to get away from it all, but then also to be with it all in the world of bonsai. So I'll wrap it up there. The Bonsai Expo is on our doorstep. Hit like, send it out, share it out, talk about it on your next video if you can. Help us promote this. And like people have been telling me, this is pretty cool. This could be really fantastic. And if it's a success, who knows? Maybe we can build on this concept for future ideas. I have 2 horseflies on my camera right now. I'd slap them, but I'd probably... yeah, it'd scare you all. All right, let me see here. A couple more messages. Thanks so much, Dave. Enjoy your time at Bonsai Acres. Of course I will. Sounds like a great opportunity. Would like to collect some larch in northern Minnesota someday. All right, Mike. There you go. There's the other thing. Now, I have a larch bog in my backyard, but not very many trees in it for everybody to collect. But if you come to Minnesota to Bonsai Acres, we are close to a lot of larch bogs. We can get permission to go collecting, and we can have some larch trip collection things as well. September is a good time of year to do that. All right, so DC, Nate, Mike, Dave, and anybody else that I'm missing, Anna, if you're all still there, thank you so much for hanging out in this live presentation up at Bonsai Acres for Dave's Bonsai Expo 2025 live streaming in less than 2 weeks. We'll catch y'all soon, everybody. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of Sunday evening wherever you are in the world, and we will chat soon. Now, how do I get out of this thing? How do I stop it? What? Hello? All right. We'll catch y'all later, everybody. Take care of you. Take care of your bonsai, and we'll catch you next time.